We now continue our journey in learning the terms and definitions that will be used in the introduction to statistics. The first thing that we need to do is begin to comprehend the difference between quantitative and qualitative statistics. Now, the course that you're involved in is a quantitative statistics course. Qualitative statistics is something altogether different. Quantitative deals with quantity, which deals with numbers. Quantitative statistics, information that can be measured using numbers. It may be things like length, height, area, volume, weight, speed, time, temperature, so on and so on and so on. Those are things that can be measured using numbers, and those constitute quantitative statistics. Quantitative, think quantity. Quantity means numbers. We can quantify something with a number. Qualitative statistics are altogether different. They deal with descriptions, information that can be observed but not measured. For example, how do you feel about the opera? Well, that's hard to put a number on, isn't it? Maybe it depends on the opera. I enjoyed going to see the Nutcracker this Christmas. Maybe I might enjoy going to see Shrek the musical and those type things. Colors, textures, smells, taste, appearances, beauty, those things are not things that can be easily quantified. And qualitative statistics deal with quality. Quantitative statistics deal with quantity, qualitative deal with quality. You're in a quantitative statistics class where we will establish numbers and we will do operations on numbers and we will learn how to do all sorts of statistical processes on quantitative numbers. Now, quantitative versus qualitative. Look at this picture just a minute. Quantitative might be how many colors are there in this canvas. Qualitative might be what is your impression of this art. We might look at quantitative versus qualitative with a group of penguins. What are the penguins thinking? Do they enjoy there? Or are they afraid of the polar bears that are out in the water? Quantitative would be things like how tall are they, what do they weigh, those type things that can be quantified. Qualitative are things that deal with quality. Quantitative deals with quantities, things that can be quantified using numbers. Now, quantitative versus qualitative. This picture includes many quantitative things, like how many packages are there, how many items on the truck, how much does the average truck weigh. Those type things are quantitative. Qualitative might be, well, what does the customer think about the item that we just sent them? Do they like it? Those type things. Those tend to be more qualitative rather than quantitative. Quantitative deals with numbers, information which can be measured, such as length, height, so on, sound levels, cost, members, ages. You will notice that in life they attempt to quantify things that are really qualitative. Like you go to a doctor and they may ask you to rate their services on a scale from 1 to 10. That is actually called a Likert scale, or many call it Likert. His name was Likert, and they get mad if we call it Likert. But then again, with Halley's Comet, they call it Halley's Comet, but his name was actually Edmund Halley. So, a scale, things that can be scaled. We can use them to numbers. Qualitative deal with descriptions and information that can be observed but is difficult to measure. And maybe in discovering attitudes or opinions, you would use qualitative. Colors, textures, smells, taste, appearances, beauty, etc. would tend to be qualitative. Now, you can keep climbing the ladder. You've got this. So the very first thing that we've done is establish that you're in a quantitative statistics course rather than a qualitative class. A quantitative statistics course operates on things that can be measured, and we will be looking at items that have been measured so that we can use those measurements to establish certain facts or certain ideas, certain concepts that will help us better understand a data set. And we will come to that more in just a moment.